want you to take an $100 bill, place it on a table, and write down exactly what money means to you. Because in this video, I'm going to teach you what the rich and wealthy think about money, right? So, I'm Francisco Pintola, and today I'm going to go into detail about what money is, what money isn't, the purpose of money, and how do we earn money, right? So, what is money, right? So, what is money? That's a great question, right? I know I definitely heard it growing up. I don't know if most of you, let me know in the comments if you did hear this growing up, right? But I've always heard that time is money, right? Or time, or money is time, right? So, time is money, right? That's what I'm used to hearing. That's what, if you ask anybody, this is what they tell you, right? Now, I'm here to tell you that this is a myth, this is a lie. The reason this is a lie and this is a myth is because time, right, is limited. I don't care who you are, you only have 24 hours in a day, right? Now, money is an unlimited, infinite, right? They print money every day, right? So this means it's an infinite resource, right? So time being limited and money being unlimited, which means it's infinite, right? You can earn infinite amount of money. That means they cannot equal each other, right? So time cannot equal money because time is an limited resource and money is an infinite resource. It's an unlimited resource, right? So real quick, I'll give you an example, right? If I told you that today I'm gonna give you $1 million, most of you would say, yes, give me that $1 million, right? You'd be happy to get $1 million. Now, if I told you, I'll give you this $1 million under one condition, and that is that you sacrifice your life today, right? Most of you would probably say, never mind, I don't want the $1 million, right? So that goes to prove that time is significantly greater than money, right? And this is what the rich and wealthy believe, right? That time, they value time over money, right? Time is significantly greater than money, right? Now, when time is significantly greater than money, right, that means that it changes how you spend money, right? Now, when time equals money, right, you go to the store and you're gonna buy something, right? Something that's $40, you're like, okay, I make $20 an hour, so this is gonna cost me 2 hours of my time, right? That's what poor people think, right? Now, what the rich people think is, how can this product make me a better person, or how is this product gonna improve me, essentially, right? How is what I put my money into gonna give me the value that I'm paying for, right? So when time is significantly greater than money, that says one thing, right? That money is a tool or resource, right? Or resource. Money is a tool or resource used to buy back time, right? Now, you don't have to agree with this, but this is what the rich and wealthy think, right? So, because time is significantly greater than money, money is a tool or resource used to buy back time, right? Now, when you think about financial freedom, think about what that means to you, right? Money, so when you think about financial freedom, right, what does financial freedom mean to you, right? To me, it means spending time with my family, my loved ones, right? Being able to not have a job, not have debt, right? That sort of thing, right? At least not bad debt, right? But this is the purpose of money, right? The purpose of money is to use it to buy back your time, right? Now, how do we earn the money to buy back time, right? So there's 3 main ways to earn money, right? we earn money, right? Now, there's three main ways to earn money. Those three main ways can be M1, M2, and M3, right? M1 is going to be what the poor people, right? This is what they teach the poor people. This is what the middle class does. And then this is what the rich this is what the rich and wealthy do, right? This is what the rich and wealthy do. So M1 is going to be exactly that, right? They trade their time, right? Trade time for money, right? So they trade time for money, and that means that you get a job, you work for an hourly rate, right? So you get a job, you get paid $20 an hour, and you make money that way, right? Now, what's crazy about this is that 93% of the people, this is what they do, right? So 93% of the population, that's what they do. 92% make 1% of the money, right? Now, again, you don't have to agree with any of this, but this is the information, right? So that's what the poor people do. They get a job, they trade time for money, right? The middle class, what they do, right, is they trade a little bit of money for a little bit more money, right? Now, what does that sound like? That sounds like being self-employed or investing, right? And again, there's nothing wrong with this. There's nothing wrong with the way you choose to earn money, but this is, I'm giving you the facts, right? You trade time for money, right? You make a little bit of money. You make 1% of the money, right? Because time is limited, right? Now, when you trade a little bit of money for more money, there's nothing wrong with this. You can scale, you scale as big as you want, right? So you trade a little bit of money for more money, right? You have a small business, you're self-employed, and then you sell something, a service or a product, and you make more money, right? This is used by 6% of the population, right? And what the rich people do is they multiply, right? They multiply their time. They multiply their time. They multiply their time by creating MSIs. Now, what is MSIs? MSIs is multiple sources of income, right? Now, this is pretty straightforward, right? They multiply their time by creating multiple sources of income, right? If you're confused on that, what that essentially means is they leverage their time to create a system that they can have someone else manage, they can have someone else working for them, where they pay most of the money, but they make a little bit of the money, right? And they do that multiple times, right? They do that multiple times, and they create multiple sources of income, right? So if you're taking notes, go ahead and take notes, right? This is what the 1% do to make 93% of the money. If you're taking notes, go ahead, take a screenshot, write this down in your notebook, because then I'm gonna go and give you a visual model of what each one of these looks like, right? So, N1, right, or poor people, right? M1, poor people, what they do is they work, let's say, 8 hours a day times $20 an hour, right? So 8 hours for $20 an hour, right? Now let's keep it simple, right? Let's say that in no taxes or anything else, that's $160, right? So they make $160, right? And they go, then they ask themselves, how many bills can I pay with $160, right? So they take $160 and they pay their expenses. Right? This is what the poor people do. They make $8 an hour, or they take 8 hours, make $20, right, which equals 160, and then they take that 160 and they pay their expenses, right? They use that money to pay whatever it is that they need, right? Now, what the middle class do is they let's say the same thing, right? Let's say they have a career where they make $8 an hour, or they 8 hours a day times, let's say $20 again, right? Let's say they make the same rate. Usually they don't, but let's say they do, right? Simple math. With that $160, right? They take a little bit of the money, right? Let's say they take $10, and then actually let's say they're living below their means, so they take $60, they live off of $60, and then they invest 100, right? They invest 100, so now this $100 is invested, and that investment gives them 10%, right? Now that 10%, right, which is $10, they use that 10% to pay expenses. Right? So this is what the middle class does, right? They pay, right? They plus the 60, right? So this is what they make. They use their $100, they invest it to make it 10%, so they take a little bit of money to make money, right? To make more money, because at first they had 100, and then they made 10%, right? So they had 160 plus 10%, plus $10 that they made, right? The 10% from the 100, which equals 170. So they took a little bit of money, they invested it to make 10%, and then they made a little bit more money, right? There's nothing wrong with this again, right? This is just, as you can scale it, right? It's just gonna take significantly longer time to get from this to, let's say, $200, right? You have to invest more money to make more money in this case, right? Now, what the rich people do is they take a little bit of money, right? Or rich people, right? What rich people do is they have money coming in from different sources of income, right? Which now, this is what they use, right, to pay their debt, right? They use multiple sources of income. They create systems that they're not working, right? So they're not trading time for money, right? They create multiple systems, right, where they allocated time to that specific system, and then it generates some money, right? So one quick example for this would be if you created a book. Let's say you create a book, and then you use that book. It took you a day to create that book, right? So you use 1 day of productivity to write that book, and then you can sell that book infinite amount of times, right? Which means that book now generates you, let's say it generates you 1K a month, right? Now, you did that one time, but it pays you many, many times, right? So then you spend time creating another source of income, right? That gives you, let's say, 2K, right? You create a course that gives you 2K, right? So now you have a book, you create a course, and it gives you 2K, right? And then, right, let's say someone wants you to mentor them, right? So you create a mentorship, right? And then this generates you 5K, right? So now, you don't, since you value time over money, right? This is generating you money while you're not really there, right? You create this one time, and then because someone wants you to spend your time mentoring them, you charge them a little bit more, right? So this is what the rich people do. They generate multiple sources of income, right? That generate them infinite amount of money, and then they pay off their expenses, right? Now, this was mind-blowing to me the first time I saw this, right? And I became fascinated with learning this and how to apply it, right? So I want you guys to watch this video, study it, and then write down a plan, make a decision on how you're actually going to implement this into your everyday, right? Because this is stuff that nobody teaches you. You're not going to learn this in school. Your parents might know this, they might know a little bit, they might not, right? But this is stuff that you can teach your kids and your kids' kids, right? So study this, learn it, and then write down in the comments what you want to learn next, or how can I help you understand this a little bit better, right? Ask any questions you have in the comments, hit that like, subscribe for more videos like this one, and I appreciate you for watching, all right?